Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning.
Hi, kids. A hot tea, please.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for joining us on this beautiful morning. Jobs for America's graduates. It has been impacting young lives since 1979. We'll take a look at this map of Tennessee. This is where you will find JAG programs in our state. You can now shade in Dickson County, that beautiful color of orange, as they have implemented the JAG program here at Dickson County High School this school year. We are sitting down with a teacher over the JAG program here to learn what students are able to get involved in through this program, what they're learning, the soft skills that they'll learn, plus so much more. I'll take you inside of those doors coming up in just a little bit. But first, let's get a check of that forecast with the team at Tennessee Valley Weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Thursday, I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast. A little bit of a gloomy forecast for your Thursday. Have the rain gear with you. The rain mostly holds off for this morning aside from a few showers sneaking into southern middle Tennessee. Temperatures starting off in the 40s, but we warm up into the mid 60s for your Thursday. We'll have a breeze out of the south gusting to about 20 miles an hour. Temperatures, again, in the mid 60s thanks to that southerly wind. And then for your evening, that's when we're going to start to see rain move in, maybe a rumble of thunder or two. But again, before then, spotty showers expected, but then widespread rain likely for your Thursday evening into the overnight hours. We should be clear by your Friday morning with maybe just a few lingering showers. But temperatures stay warm for your Friday. Check it out, into the 60s. Again, upper 60s potentially. For your Saturday, we slightly cool off into the upper 50s, but that will be a short-lived slight cool down. We are back into the mid 60s by your Sunday. This weekend, though, looking pretty fantastic. We just have to get through the rain and a little bit of thunder for tonight.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. The Columbia Aquatics and Recreation Center, formerly Muletown Rec Site, is set to reopen on February 3rd with a new fee schedule approved by the Columbia City Council. A White Bluff business owner is grateful for community support after a burglary and vandalism incident at his store, allegedly by an ex-employee, caused $40,000 in damages. State Senator Kerry Roberts announces new committee assignments in the 114th General Assembly, staff changes, and a new office location in the Cordell Hall building. The Giles County man accused of murdering his girlfriend in 2024 has had his case moved to the grand jury after testimonies from the sheriff's chief investigator and the victim's daughter. Sherry Mitchell, the beloved editor of Main Street Media Sumner County publications, including the Gallatin News, Hendersonville Standard, and Portland Sun, has passed away at the age of 67, leaving a legacy of outstanding journalism and community service. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back. First, let me start off by saying for JAG-TN, Jobs for American Graduates here in Tennessee had a 100% graduation rate in 2024. Though there are dozens of programs across the state, we are visiting my alma mater here in Dickson County, Dickson County High School, to talk about their newly implemented JAG program here. We have the teacher over that. We have Valerie Littleton. First off, thanks so much for your time.
Oh, thank you for being here. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Not much has changed as far as the outside or even the inside of the building.
No.
But a lot of classes and programs have been implemented, this being one of them.
That's
How
right.
special is JAG here now to the school in its first season?
Well, we're trying to make a name for ourselves. That's one of the things that we're trying to do this year. A lot of the kids, in fact, most all of the kids who are in the class, it was added to their schedule as a gift. And so we're working on making a name, putting our name out there and getting the kids excited about one day being in this class. Right?
How did this come to be this year?
Well, so I retired. At the
Congratulations, but
yeah, I know it's funny. People see me and they're like, "We thought you retired." Well, I did. I don't work for Dickson County Schools. I actually work for the JAG organization, and I was really too young to retire. But I thought it's time for me to try something new. And so, anyway, I knew about this program. One of my colleagues' dad is actually works with the organization, who I'd known for several years, and I knew that they were trying to get the program back into Dickson County High School. And so just kind of thinking about it, I mentioned it, if they might be interested in me potentially doing that. And we just got together. They were excited. I was excited because I've always, having these kids understand the soft skills that are needed in the workplace and the options that they have, and maybe not a four-year university, but so many other options where they can make a lot of money and be very successful. I just felt like that really, they weren't getting that message somehow. And I thought that this program could do that. And so that all worked out.
there is so much I want to learn in this segment about JAG here at Dickson County High School. When did that mindset change that you saw from, have to go to college, have to do that 4-year, get that 4-year degree, to you don't necessarily have or need to do that?
With my own kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have 3 children. The oldest is 29, and he has a political science degree from UT Chattanooga. And my middle son is 23. He's a fireman here in town. And my youngest daughter is going to Nashville State, and right now she's getting her OTA, occupational therapy assistance, and then with the thought that she would go on. But I know from my own experience with my own kids that the one with the college degree, he's had the worst time trying to find a stable job where he can make good money. And the other two, who, Olivia didn't go to a 4-year university. She's doing Nashville State, and she can walk in making, a $70,000, more money than I make, right? Okay, a $70,000 job. And like my son, who's a fireman, he went and got his EMT from Columbia State, and it was paid for, So that my own children is really what hit a nerve with me, that if we don't make sure these kids understand that there's something other than a 4-year, degree, and they can be very successful without, then we've missed the mark. And it was, it was just with my own children.
It is cool to see that switch, and for you to share with the students that are taking part in your JAG classes here, what was that first question from them coming in, or as they were looking to maybe add this to their schedule?
Well, these kids this year, they didn't have a chance to add it to their schedule. Okay. This was a gift from the counseling department, and that's what I tell them. Like, this is a gift. They came
You've been gifted.
Yeah. They came in and were like, we don't even know what this is. Why is this on our schedule? And that was the first question. And and I had to explain to them, what the goals were of the class. That we're hopefully going to make sure that when you get out of here, you have a plan, you're on a path, and that you have the skills that are going to be necessary to achieve whatever goals that you set.
So what are the goals of the class?
Well, so soft skills, number 1.
What does that mean?
That means that we need to know how to get to work on time, and that that not calling in sick all the time. Today when you came in, we're learning how to tie a tie.
And that's what you're saying now. It was so cool because that is something you need to know how to tie a tie.
Right.
Man or woman.
And they don't know. For the most part, they do not know. So today we practice. We practice tying ties, but it also includes, appropriate dress. One of the things that we've been working on for the past couple of weeks is they had a $150 budget, and they had to find an interview outfit. Top to bottom, it had to be within budget. They had to do a slide presentation on their outfit, and it had to be appropriate. So we had done on the front end, what is appropriate attire at work. And a lot of these kids, are planning on going into fields where you're not going to wear a suit and tie every day. But we talked about, what would be appropriate for interview, because eventually what they're going to have to do this semester is they're going to interview with some of the folks from JAG, the corporate office will be in, and they will have to interview for a job with those folks. So
that will be a cool experience for them, and one that is very good for them to have at this time of their lives, I would think.
Right.
For JAG-TN, how often do they come in to the individual programs?
They try to get around, so once or twice a semester. I've had Jerry Jones, he's our CFO. He and Kathy Dennis, they've been to my class several times. Lindy King, who is like the Chief Operations Officer, I guess you would say, she has been here. John Dwyer has not been here yet, but he will be here. We've made plans. He was going to come last semester, and I forget, something had come up. And
if you don't know John Dwyer, once again, you've heard his name, I think, once or twice here on Mornings on Main Street. He's the co-host of our Taste of Nashville. Just throwing that out.
Right, yeah. But anyway, he will be here some this semester. So yeah, they stop by just to see what's going on, and a lot of times when they come in, they have activities, because these people who are in the office, they've all been JAG teachers, and so they have all these activities to bring in, and the kids love it when they come in.
I'm sure they do. Okay, for here at DCHS, when you look back at the end of this first year, we'll say, okay, that was successful?
First of all, they all graduate, and for them, when they graduate, that they all have a job. And even for the students who are going to be going to a 4-year university, I want them to have a job, and that's the plan. And a lot of them do have jobs right now, and but if they will graduate, number one, number two, have a good job, and not just a job, but I would love for them to have a great first job, and that's one of the things that we're trying to work on with their resume that we'll be doing later on in the interview process. All of those different things. So that would be success. And one of the things that JAG does is for a year after they graduate, we have to have monthly contact with those students. So to see, how are they doing? How's the plan going? Because when they get out of here, they've got to have a plan. And so, I will text them, how's life? How's that going? And if they need me, I'll be here. We'll have lunch, and we'll work on a new plan if we need to.
That is so kind. That is wonderful.
Yeah, well, that's part of the job.
Have you had parents reach out to you to share their thoughts yet on their students?
I haven't talked. No, a couple of different students I've talked with their parents. Some of the students that I know their parents.
Okay.
And so, but not yet. I wouldn't say. I think word really has not got out about how great the class is and how beneficial it can be. But that's what we're working on. So.
How can we help you with that? How can we help you share the word of what could be beneficial with JAG?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. One of the things that the kids have done is to try to get a couple of different things. We created a media guide for our high school basketball team, and the kids are selling it at our home games. And one of the things they had to do is they had to go out into the community and sell advertisements for the media guide. And so that was one way, not only to raise money for our program, because we do need some money for some different things, but but to also get our name out there, that what we were doing, and then selling at the ball games when people come in and they have questions about, well, what is this for? You know, the kids were able to tell them what JAG is, what it's for. So that's one thing. The kids have all designed T-shirts. The 3 classes each have designed a T-shirt that has cool. JAG on it, and it's their shirt that they've designed. And so I'm hoping that those kinds of things, when people see and hear about JAG, they want to know what we do. So,
Valerie, I hope that we can check in with you again in the future to check, to see how your students have done.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. It's going to be great.
It will be, no doubt. Again, you had some good energy when I walked into the classroom, and they were eager to learn how to tie a tie. As a teacher, any final thoughts before we're done?
I think, and I say this often, and you and I were talking because we both graduated from here, and we were comparing notes on our teachers and who we loved, and that's why I wanted to be a teacher, because I wanted to inspire kids the way that I felt like I'd been inspired by the teachers in this building, but what I've learned is that it's the kids who inspire me, every single day, and these kids, teenagers get a bad rap a lot of times, but some of them are the most hardworking. Academics may not be their thing, but a lot of them are having to work to help support their families, and they take care of their little brothers and sisters, and a lot of them live in not perfect homes, and seeing what they do, it just inspires me every day. And I feel good about the future because of the way those kids inspire me,
We say it all the time when, you work in news or work in a media field. Stories are all over the place, and each one of us, every single one of us, we each have a story. And so thank you for sharing that. And I feel I've heard that once, twice, maybe 100 times from teachers out there saying how they're inspired by the students. Thank you, Valerie Littleton, for what you do here. Thank you for being the one over the Jobs for American Graduates program here at Dickson County High School. I love it. I love it. This is so cool what you are doing here. This is great. Stick with us here. At the end of the show, we're going to let you know where you can turn if you would like to learn more about JAG TN, because this is one of dozens of programs across the state of Tennessee. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Hi, I'm Riley, a certified physician associate here at Premier Foot and Ankle Centers of Tennessee. We have a couple locations, Murfreesboro, McMinnville, as well as Franklin. We treat people of all ages. We're excited to get you back on your feet and hope we can help you today.
Call us today to schedule an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Because here at Premier Foot and Ankle, we believe that
the journey begins with happy feet.
Welcome back. I have to admit, not much has changed inside of this high school since I graduated in 2001. It was really nice to walk the halls once more. I can't thank Valerie enough for sharing all that JAG is doing for students here at Dickson County High School. If you would like more about JAG TN, well, just head over to jagtn.org to learn more about what JAG is doing for students here in the state of Tennessee. As always, thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Enjoy the day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.